Rise and shine, everyone, and welcome to your Friday. It is 6 o'clock. Jason and Alicia here with you as we start this brand new day at the end of the week.
End of the week. Next week's a busy holiday week, so a lot of people have just a few days of work and school left. John, very exciting times, and it's the start of the busy travel season.
It is, and I just found out my kids are off all next week. Yay!
Hey.
Yeah! Woo! 69 degrees yesterday. An unbelievably warm day. It broke the record back in 1953 of 68. And I was saying it yesterday around the time, like, who knows, when we're in La La Land, which is what we're in, temperatures just crush models. It's exactly what it did yesterday. And then the temperature just bombed behind it as expected. 28 right now. That's a 40-degree drop. 23 in Wilmer, 28 in Marshall. So temperatures they're settling now. They're hitting rock bottom. So we'll see temperatures rebound. We'll get up to around 46. This afternoon, a nice day. It's sneaky nice because it's going to get warmer than average despite obviously coming off your 69. Not going to feel warm, but I'm liking this weekend. Weekend's trending in the right direction. We'll talk about it in a bit.
All right, thank you, John. Starting off 6 o'clock and looking at a really smooth commute. Still, all morning long, it's been really good. So we're going to check in outside the Lowry Tunnel, that stretch of 94 in Minneapolis. Not much traffic at all at this hour. Meanwhile, we're going to head over to St. Paul, and it actually looks like we have a situation that just popped up, like within the last minute that I checked this traffic cameras. This is 94 where it meets 52. I'm not sure what's going on. That's clearly some sort of a field crew or emergency responder. So I'm going to look at that. It looks like that is on 52, maybe an off ramp. I will get more information on that, Jason, and update you in just a minute.
All right, Jen, we'll check in with you then. Thank you very much. Well, in about 8 hours, a special meeting called by Mayor Frey could decide the fate of a multi-million-dollar plan to recruit and retain Minneapolis police officers.
It comes less than 72 hours after the City Council voted to table the proposal. CC is live from City Hall with more on today's meeting. Good morning, CC.
Good morning. Yeah, so this meeting is going to start at 2 p.m. Council members who voted for these bonuses say that they really hope the council members who voted against the bonuses change their mind before today's meeting. So the city wants bonuses of $18,000 over 2.5 years for existing officers and then $15,000 for new officers. The proposal would spend $15 million in state public safety aid. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara and Mayor Jacob Frey say the bonuses are a strategy to keep more officers on the force since MPD has lost 40% of its officers over the past 3.5 years.
Officers need to get paid more, and part of that is these retention and recruiting incentives.
Now, a question we've been wondering is, have other cities done this? And if they did, has it worked? We dive a little bit deeper into that in about 30 minutes. Jason, Alicia?
All right, Cece, we'll check back soon. Thanks for that. New this morning, in the last 5 hours, we learned President Joe Biden signed a temporary spending bill to avert a government shutdown. His signature comes a day after the Senate approved the bill. It funds 4 federal agencies until January 19th and the rest until February 2nd. The goal is to give Congress more time to negotiate long-term spending bills. We have another update to tell you about, this time on a case that we've been following since February, when Minnesota Representative Angie Craig was attacked at her D.C. apartment. In the last 24 hours, a federal judge sentenced Kendra Hamlin to more than 2 years in prison. Craig says Hamlin punched her in the face and grabbed her neck while she was in an elevator at the apartment building where she lives when the house was in session. She says she eventually escaped by throwing her coffee at him.
This morning, the old Kmart building on Lake Street in Minneapolis is nothing but rubble. Crews have been working since Tuesday to tear down the building. The demolition has been in the works for years, but last month's fire sped up that process. But it also put a wrench in the city's original cleanup plan. Crews will need to remove burnt materials separately and differently. This is the final step in this phase of the project, which will reconnect Nicollet Avenue.
It's taken a long time, and so in some ways it almost feels anticlimactic at this point, but it's super exciting to be to the next stage, and we're going to have some exciting stuff, I think, for 2024.
The city has been gathering public feedback on different design concepts. Next year, the final plans will be presented to City Council. Road construction is expected to start in 2025.
Today is the kickoff to the busy holiday travel season, but this morning, frustrated American Airlines flight attendants are making their voices heard. In the last 16 hours, They hit the picket line across the country, including at MSP Airport. American Airlines' 26,000 flight attendants have voted to authorize a strike. The union representing them says that they haven't had a raise in 4 years or a new contract in nearly twice as long. This says it's been reported that the airline's CEO just got an almost $3 million bonus.
Morale is low. We don't feel appreciated anymore. Treat us like we make a difference, and we will.
In a statement, the airline says it's meeting regularly with the union and insists that there's no possibility of a strike happening this year, saying national mediators first have to release both parties, followed by several more steps, and then a 30-day cooling off period before a strike could begin.
6:06 on the clock this morning. Normandale Hills Elementary in Bloomington is closed for a second day so crews can get in there and disinfect the building. The Bloomington Schools posted on its website there's been an increase in student absences because of a highly contagious gastrointestinal illness. The district says today will be an e-learning day for students at the school.
Well, no one wants to get sick around the holiday season, but flu and RSV season is ramping up here in Minnesota. New data out this morning from the Minnesota Department of Health shows a jump in hospitalizations for both respiratory illnesses. Right now, RSV is outpacing the flu. Our neighbors to the east in Wisconsin are seeing increases there as well. And it also mirrors what doctors are starting to see nationwide. Weekly data from the CDC shows flu cases are up 3% across the country, with even larger increase in the south and western states. One bit of good news, COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations are down.
Brand new this morning, we now know how much was raised for the 15th annual Give to the Max Day. It just wrapped up about 6 hours ago. Drum roll, please. That was...
Sorry, I don't have my drum kit with me.
It's fine. Next time, make sure you bring it. More than $34.2 million donated in 24 hours. People from all 87 counties in Minnesota, all 50 states, and even 39 countries donated. The money will help more than 6,600 causes across our state. You know, since Give to the Max Day started, more than $300 million has been donated.
A lot of generous Minnesotans, that's for sure. Well,